Alright, so we have here a dish that I had some students in a class and they were like, can you do a recipe video of a bouillabaisse? I want to come up with a quick version, and this is what I came up with. Great for the summer, any time of year, but especially in the summertime, because we got tomatoes, we've got sweet onion, we have garlic, we have mussels, clams, little neck clams, also cod. This is like an Alaskan cod. It's been thawed out. You can get it fresh if you can. But the little neck clams you can get, make sure that you wash them off really well. Same with the mussels, you want to make sure they're closed. If they're open, you need to tap them. You tap them, they need to close up again. If they stay open, they're dead. Same with the clams. They all have to be closed up. If they feel really heavy, then they might have sand in it. So they shouldn't be any heavier than the other ones that you have. But make sure you rinse those off really well. And first we're going to do our veg. We have our garlic. We're going to smash our garlic cloves. Pretty simple. Skins off. Once your skin's off, we're just going to do a little rough chop on that. Smash. Rough chop on your garlic. Doesn't have to be perfect. This is going to be like a stew consistency. So a lot of broth, white wine. Okay, there's our garlic. Next we're going to take our onion and just cut it in half, and then kind of get quarter slices on our sweet onion. Sweet onion's better, it's going to be a little less bitter and add to the counterbalance of your acid that you have in your white wine. There's our sweet onion. Next we have our cherry tomatoes, not cherry tomatoes, we've got our plum tomatoes. Cut them in half, then down again, half, then we're going to go in half again, and then we're going to do a kind of a rough chop, and you can take the end pieces off, or you don't have to if you don't want. Okay, they're about almost an inch thick. Plum tomatoes really hold their texture too once you cook them for a while. You could use a vine-ripe tomato, but there's our plum tomatoes. All right. Next we have our cod. So our cod, I'm going to cut it in half and make sure it's obviously thawed out. Most of the time when you buy cod that's been pre-frozen or it's fresh, make sure the bones are taken out. So we have it in lengthwise like that. Then we're going to cut into about 1.5 inch size pieces. So they're going to cook evenly. Make sure they're all kind of the same size. And that's our cod. And everything's ready to go. Cod, mussels, little neck clams, and we also have our white wine ready to go. Alright, we're heating up a pan on medium heat. I am pouring in some avocado oil, which I failed to tell you before. That's about 3 tablespoons of avocado oil. Avocado is oil because it's good, because it really gets some high heat. I like to use that better. Alright, then we're going to put in our onions. And also our garlic. Start stirring that around. You don't have to get color, you just want to get them a little bit soft. Stir our onions some more. Medium heat, turn that heat down a little bit. Don't need a lot of browning. Next we're going to put in our clams. Shake that around a little bit. Then our white wine. Start sizzling. Shake that around. Now we're not adding any seasoning. You can add seasoning at the end, just at the end if you want to put. You don't really need to put any salt because you're going to get a lot of saltiness from the clams themselves. Some pepper. You can use pepper flakes. Extra Old Bay seasoning or herbs de Provence or some chopped parsley or basil are the seasonings you can add just the end. But right now you don't need any salt because you're going to see that acidity from your white wine and your saltiness from your clams. Now we're going to cover this. Alright, let's see what's going on here. So what's happening is about 6 minutes there and some of our clams are starting to open. Now at this point we are ready to add in our mussels. Okay, we got about 2 that are open, and that's good. And then we're also going to put in our cod. Putting everything in there. Cod, spread that around. Your mussels are in there. 2 of your clams are open. Okay. Then also our tomato. Now, we're going to add water to that. You can do about 1.5 to 2 cups of water. We want to continue to have steam in there. Some people also like to use chicken stock. Now we're going to close it back up on a medium heat. Alright, we're about another 5 minutes in. We're going to shake our pan a little bit with the top on. Get that going. Open it up. See how you're doing. Okay, move it around a little bit. See how some of our clams are open and some of our mussels are starting to open right now. Our cod, we're going to push the cod down a little bit into the broth, okay, to get that cod cooking. We want it to cook, but we don't want the cod to overcook. You notice that we started the clams first, so those can get opening up. They're going to take a little while. And these are just about open there. And we're going to put our top back on, medium heat. Alright, we're doing another 5 minutes. We're looking at here. And everything's open up. We're going to slow down our heat now. We got bubbling going down. We want to get to a simmer. Everything's opened up. Okay. Our cod is nice and firm. And it's flaking. That means that it's cooked. Okay. And our clams and mussels have opened up. We're slowing down our heat. We have our broth there. So we're about ready to serve. So brought it over the table. And so what you're going to do is you got your, want to get some of your tomatoes and your cod on your bowls, whatever kind of bowl you want to have. Get some of that first, okay, as your base. And then you got some of the onions you want to put in there on the bottom. Okay, got that garlic in there. You can portion that how you want. Then a couple of your clams. And of course a couple of mussels. And make sure you get it portioned all out. Sometimes the mussels fall out of the shell. Just put them back in there. You can use your fingers. Okay. A little more tomato. Now what's missing here is basil, chopped basil or parsley. I'm just trying to keep the ingredients amounts down. But chopped basil or parsley works great for color. It's really endless. You could also use chives. Chives are great for the color. And you got that broth. So you want some of your seafood on there. I'm going to put a little more of the cod on top. So you got all that in there. Cod kind of holds up too from the heat. It doesn't it flakes, but it doesn't overly flake. A little more broth. So one thing if you want is to put parsley or some basil or chives for color.